Korean dramas available on YouTube with English subtitles. Before we start this video, I have made videos on Korean dramas flopped in Korea, how to watch Patreon videos for free and celebrity facts videos. Please give a watch if you are interested. Link in the description. I Can Hear Your Voice 2013. Jang Hae-sung, a bold, sassy, thick-faced, comical, and a materialistic public defender who becomes a lawyer after overcoming poverty and painful memories from her childhood, comes to realization about society and justice after meeting Soo-ha, a 19-year-old boy who reads other people's thoughts in Cha-woo, an innocent lawyer who lives a disciplined life. Hae-sung is actually Soo-ha's first love after she gave a decisive testimony on his father's murder case 10 years ago, and Soo-ha promised to protect her from the killer's threats. Meanwhile, Cha-woo is Hae-sung's fellow lawyer, a cheerful and an idealistic former cop. Even though his character is a bit slow, he is nice and pleasant with a firm idea of his principles and justice. Together they will team up to find the justice in the courtroom and solve the toughest cases with less than 1% chance of winning. Heirs 2013. Kim Tan is the heir to Empire Group who has been sent to study abroad in the US. In reality, it's a form of exile, as his elder half-brother back home schemes to take over the family business. While in the States, Kim Tan meets Eun Sang, who arrived from Korea in search of her older sister. He feels himself falling for her, never realizing that she's the daughter of his family's housekeeper. When his fiancée Rachel Yu arrives to bring him back to Korea, his heart is torn between love and duty. Dr. John 2019. Johan is a genius anesthesiologist, who is also the youngest professor at his medical school. The brilliant doctor goes by the nickname 10 Seconds, referring to his ability to figure out his patients in the 10 seconds that it takes for them to enter an examination room and walk to their seat. Si-young is a legendary anesthesiologist, who was always at the top of her class throughout medical school. The talented doctor inherited her skills from her cool-headed, rational mother, while she inherited her empathy, listening skills, and warm bedside manner from her father. 30 but 17, 2018. Woo Jin is a 30-year-old single man who works as a set designer. Due to a trauma he experienced 13 years ago, he does not want to have a relationship with others. Meanwhile, when Seo-ri was 17, she fell into a coma. 13 years later, she wakes up from her coma. Her mental age is still that of a 17-year-old, but she is now 30 years old. Gong Woo-jin and Seo-ri then get involved with each other and fall in love. Dr. Romantic Season 2, 2020. Romantic Dr. Kim is a real doctor story set in a small, humble hospital called Doldam Hospital. It is a story about people who meet Kim Sa-bu, a genius doctor, and discover real romance. Along with genius teacher Kim, Cha Eun-jae is a second-year fellow in the cardiosurgery department who enjoys studying and has confidently walked the path of an elite student for most of her life. Seo Woo-jin, a cynical second-year fellow who doesn't believe in happiness because of his hardships growing up, but he shows impressive levels of concentration and talent when he is performing surgery. My Girlfriend is a Gumiho, 2010. Dae-wing is a carefree university student who dreams of becoming a famous actor. He is an orphan whose wealthy grandfather Cha-pong and single aunt Cha Min-suk take care of him. However, he and his grandfather always bicker because of his careless spending and career choice. One day, Dae-wing visits a temple and accidentally sets free a Gumiho, nine-tailed fox, who was trapped in a painting for 500 years. While running away in fright, Dae-wing severely injures himself, but the Gumiho, who took the form of a beautiful woman, saves him. In exchange, the Gumiho then asks him to help her become human and teach her how to act like one. As time goes by, their mutual relationship grows deeper as they start to fall for each other. Boys Over Flowers, 2009. Jan-dee comes from a poor family who owns a dry cleaning shop. One day, she visits Shinhwa High School, a prestigious school for the wealthy, and saves a student trying to commit suicide because of bullying. For her heroic act, Jan-D receives a swimming scholarship and starts attending the school. In school, she meets the notorious F4, the most popular and powerful group of boys at the school. Her life at school starts out miserable, as she doesn't fit in with other students because of her status, and later becomes worse when she is labeled as the new bullying target of the F4. Suspicious Partner, 2017. No Ji-wook is a prosecutor who changes jobs to become a private attorney at a powerful law firm. Meanwhile, Eun Bang-hee is a prosecutor trainee who works with prosecutor Cha Yu-young, Ji-wook's ex-girlfriend who desperately wants to win him back. Attorney Ji Eun-hyuk is a longtime family friend of Ji-wook's but harbors some resentment about their different family circumstances. When a murderer strikes, Bang-hee suddenly finds herself as a suspect in the murder. But it appears the real killer has amnesia, and the killer keeps coming after Bang-hee and Ji-wook. Can the two team up to catch the forgetful killer? Romantic Doctor Season 1, 2016. Kim Sa-boo was once a famous surgeon at the peak of his career at a major hospital. But he suddenly gives it all up one day to live in seclusion and work as a neighborhood doctor in a small town. He now goes by Teacher Kim and refers to himself as the romantic doctor. Meanwhile, Kang Dong-ju became a doctor to make something of himself after growing up poor, and he seeks out VIP patients to achieve the success that he desperately wants. Yoon Seo-young is a passionate young surgeon who is haunted by a mistake from her past and tries to get over it. When Dong-ju and Seo-young meet the quirky Teacher Kim, their lives and careers will never be the same again. Who Are You? School 2015. Sikang High School is the most prestigious private high school in Seoul's Gangnam district, and Go Eun-bail is the most popular girl there. Meanwhile, her identical twin Lee Eun-bai is living in an orphanage and is being bullied at school. Then one day, Eun-bail mysteriously disappears. Soon after, Eun-bai loses her memories and is mistaken as being Eun-bail. Eun-bai then starts living her life as Eun-bail. Doctors 2016. Yoo Ha-young was a tough bully in school with a prickly personality and always goes wayward. She had many scars from her childhood, and through self-preservation, Ha-young keeps her heart shut away from other people. However, she changes after meeting her mentor Hong Ji-hong, who plays a key role in transforming her life from a helpless gangster to a compassionate doctor. My Strange Hero 2018. When Bok-soo was a high school student, he was falsely accused of committing violence and kicked out of school. This was caused by his first love Soo-young and a male student Se-ho. Bok-soo is now an adult, but his life has not gone smoothly. To get revenge on Soo-young and Se-ho, he returns to the same high school as a student. The environment at the school has changed and Bok-soo gets involved in unexpected cases. Pinocchio, 2014. The idealistic In-ha has her work cut out for her when she becomes a broadcast journalist, especially when she suffers from a condition known as Pinocchio syndrome, which makes her break out into hiccups whenever she tells a lie. Her rookie colleagues include Dalpa, whose shabby appearance masks his true eloquence and sharp memory, Bum-jo, a wealthy heir who has had everything handed to him in life, and Yu-rae, whose fangirl knowledge comes in handy in covering the news. The 20-something newbie reporters pursue justice as they try to discover themselves in the process. Moon Lovers, 2016. When a total eclipse of the sun takes place, Ha-jin is transported back in time to the start of the Goryeo dynasty of Korea during King Taejo's rule. She wakes up in the body of the 16-year-old Hae-soo and finds herself living in the house of the 8th Prince Wang Wook, who is married to Hae-soo's cousin. She soon befriends several of the princes and meets the ostracized 4th prince, Wang So. Although knowing she should not get involved in palace intrigues over the succession to the throne, she inadvertently becomes a pawn in the struggle, as several of the princes fall in love with her. Backstreet Rookie, 2020. Dae-hyun runs into a group of female high school students, including Sate Baeol. The girls look like troublemakers. Sate Baeol asks Dae-hyun to do an errand for them, which is to buy cigarettes from a convenience store. Dae-hyun buys the cigarettes for them and Sate Baeyal gets his cell phone number, but he never gets a call from her. 4 years later, Dae-hyun is now 33 years old. He runs a small convenience store after he quit his job at a large company. He is looking for a part-time worker to work the night shift at his convenience store. Sate Baeyal comes to his store and she soon starts to work there. She is not a troublemaker anymore. Sate Baeyal is now a university student and guided by her strong morals. There you go. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Do subscribe, like, comment and press the bell icon for new videos notifications. Bye.